Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Arad or Todd, and today we are looking at the final Big 12 quarter bets that we haven't gone over. And today we're looking at not just Big 8 people, 8 quarter bets, but there are multiple rooms where there are going to be quarterback battles, and we're going to take a look at those and see which ones we think will win the job, which ones will play some time, and yeah, I'm excited for today. You'll see how much I don't know about the Big 12. Um, yeah, so we will start with uh with um Jakari Brown, who I think isn't going to be the UCF, the Knights, who isn't going to be the UCF quarterback. I right now don't know. I'm going to be 100% honest. I do not know who I think it's going to win this UCF job. Um, if we look at their roster real quick, um, we have two players who could take some snaps at quarterback. And then it continues throughout UCF. But we'll take a look at their roster real quick and just quickly look at the stats and see which one had the most meaningful reps, who didn't hurt you. Um, this guy's a freshman. Davi Belfort. Um, he's a freshman. Where it's bios. He's from Brazil. Okay, cool. Um, yeah, no stories about him. Yeah. All right. Jakari Brown. This guy I remember watching him against BYU, and that wasn't a great game for them. Granted, he did actually have some nice rushing against BYU. Um, I thought he did. Oh yeah, he got a penalty. Yeah, he got a penalty. Okay, now I remember. Um, but yeah, if he can run the ball, I guess I'm not sure. I didn't. He didn't complete much, but that was against BYU. He had completion against Utah and lots. So that's about it. Cam Fancher. Let's look real quickly at this guy. He's played 1 year, 2 years, 4 years, and he's been let's look at Marshall and FAU. Did he get beat out at Marshall? It doesn't tell you the amount of starts he played. Yeah, it's game log. Um, yeah, so he did get benched during the regular season because he didn't play anything beyond the 7th of November. But 1 loss, 2 loss, below average. Lots to Army. Army was really good. Yeah, it doesn't look like he got benched, but it also doesn't look like he had a great season last year. Let's go to the year before, when this wasn't the year Marshall beat Notre Dame. Wow. 11 for 11, interception to touchdown ratio. Almost at 66% throw percentage. When they beat Notre Dame, he didn't play in that game. Um, it doesn't look like they really opened up the offense for him till after the Louisiana game. And then at JMU, you won lots at Coastal. But he didn't really win you any. He didn't play bad either. Um, then 2021, looks like he just got in 2 games. So he's a redshirt senior. Okay. This guy could be your starter. Um, Rockcastle, another freshman. Tavion Jackson. I've heard a lot about him. I think I've heard more about him than anybody. Um, what school was he originally at? Red. Do Washington. Um, what school was he at? Illinois, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Indiana. Okay, yeah. So he played at Indiana. He beat Washington. Didn't have any yards in that game, but he could be your starter. He really could. If that QBR goes up, he could be your starter compared to the people with no stats. So I think Tavion Jackson is the one I'm going to say is your starter. Um, and we took about 7 minutes to talk about, I think, a team that isn't going to really do much this year. Yeah. So this is very interesting with how many Corvettes they actually brought in. Yeah, they have 7 Corvettes on their roster. Starting with this guy, no stats. What team was he on? And 2 for. Yeah, he's not gonna be your quarterback. Um, not gonna be your quarterback. Not gonna be your quarterback. Actually, Henderson might. But I think this guy is your guy. Yeah. This guy was the guy they closed last year. He won the job from yeah. He closed last year. Didn't look like he did great at all either. Um Wilkins, let's see what he can do. Um he didn't play much, so yeah, I don't know who you're gonna go with. Maybe Anderson, maybe Wilkins, or Marcholi. Marcholi. Yeah. Looks like their incumbent left. So it's Sam Levitt. Now let's start talking about the good guys. Sam Levitt, man, he's going into his redshirt sophomore season. He played really great last season, and this one kills me. They beat us. No, but down the stretch, he only threw 6 interceptions, as for 24 touchdowns in the back half of the season. This is crazy. In the back half of the season, he literally only threw 2. So after the Utah game, where you can say uh, Oklahoma State, he kind of lit them up. But after that, he only threw 1 against BYU, who I do have to remind you of this. They did not. BYU turned everybody over. Like the fact that they only had one pick was crazy. Um, because they were averaging two a game all season. I think they ended up with like 22 or 23. It's crazy, man. Um, so the fact that he only turned it over once, pretty good. BYU has a really good Pats defense, and then Iowa State was that same way. Granted, he didn't really have to do anything for Iowa State. It was a very important Cam Scabby game. So yeah, um, he's my uh, he is my pick for um, player of the year for the Big 12. Such a good quarterback. And then Bear Bachmeier, BYU's first starting quarterback, who will come into the season and start the first game um, as a freshman. Not much to say about him. We are excited as BYU fans. We're excited for what he can do. Do we think that it's he's going to win us games? I hope so. But honestly, our team is a lot more than our quarterback. If you look at Redslov's year last year, it wasn't really that great. I think he was like 22 and 12 in interception touchdown ratio with like 2,500 yards, and he started all 20 all 12 game 13 games, and in that the bowl game against Colorado, where they kind of stomped Colorado, what's probably his worst game. I have a lot to say about that because I think BYU was the definition of a team last year, except for the two losses. I think those were both kind of crazy to me. Um, Keaton Salter, this is crazy because Salter is a senior. They kind of had they kind of wanted to see him completely win the job. Julian Lewis is coming in as a 5-star recruit, biggest recruit to ever sign with Colorado, I think. Um, and he's coming in, and they still haven't announced who's going to play. I think they're going to keep it in house. I think they know who's going to start, but just keep it in house. Connor Wigman for University of Houston Cougars. He played for Texas A&M. Did really good with Texas A&M, but he got hurt, and then that kind of derailed his season after he got hurt. They had their guy, the backup, come in, and he never let go. I think he can do really good with the Houston Cougars. He's my kind of why my hype train with him is pretty high. I think Houston is going to be a bowl team. I think they're going to be a dark horse. Willie Fritz, I said this before, and I will say again, Willie Fritz is a crazy good coach. Um, yeah, can he stay healthy? I think you can ask that for literally everyone. Um, no, all of these starting quarterbacks, if they can stay healthy, they can be good. I think other than true freshmen, I'm a little nervous, but Connor Wigman, he's coming to Willie Fritz's system. He should be able to do good. All right. Jalen Daniels. I'm gonna close all these. Jalen Daniels. Now this is a guy that if he can stay healthy, he can be great. Um, is the highest level of honor, I think. Um, and I'm gonna say that because I think, like, again, looking at last year, down the stretch, they knocked off literally, I think they won more. Um, they beat Iowa State, they beat BYU, they beat Colorado. All four at that time, if they would have not lost to Kansas, would have been in. The fact that oh, fact that BYU lost to Kansas hurts. It hurts, guys. That final play hurts. Ooh, it hurts so bad. Roberts, just 1 yard. That's all you needed. 1 yard. Ugh. But we needed a touchdown, and I'm not sure if we were getting it. No. Another reason why I think BYU should have won that game. Gonna be honest. Another reason. Because he threw a very unlucky touch interception. Very unlucky interception. Let's see. Has he been named quarterback yet? I don't think Retzlaff has been named the quarterback yet. And I don't think he is going to be named the quarterback. Because I have my own opinion about Retzlaff. I think he's good in 2-minute drill. And depending on who's in his head, he's going to be good. All right. So, let's just take a look at Oklahoma State real quick, guys. I've been kind of pushing this one crazy and been quick with the other ones. This one's gonna take a while because you have 4 freshmen. I think 1 redshirt freshman. Hey, but 4 freshmen, and they have gotten dismantled last year. They were so bad. And if I'm being honest, I don't know if they got better. But they were so bad. Guys, never once has Mike Gundy, this coach right here, never once has he had a team that didn't make a bowl game. Well, he didn't have a team that won. This team didn't win a freaking single game in conference play. They started out with a loss to Utah, which originally, when that game was played, we thought, oh, snap, this could be a look at what could be the Big 12 championship. Boy, howdy, were we wrong. We were so wrong. Like, Utah wasn't great. Utah didn't do bad either. Like, they had quarterback issues, and not only that, they kind of derailed their own season by saying Cam was ready to go when he wasn't. I think they kind of. One thing that Utah can do is they can blame everything on their quarterback situation. I hated it. I think, like, I look at Devin Dampier, and all of a sudden they believe that they can be a championship caliber team. Which, okay, you can be good. I think you can be really good. John Beck, great coach, great quarterback coach. absolutely phenomenal quarterback coach. But one thing we haven't seen is him playing against Big 12. And I don't think that's going to be an issue. As I look and as I think about it, I don't think it's going to be an issue. On the other end, Oklahoma State, they had no quarterback on their roster last year. They had a good one in the BYU game. Um, yeah, yeah, this Alan Bowman guy, he actually did really good. He was also kind of running all over BYU. Um, but he got hurt. And not only that, he also was a senior. Like, he's gone off to the UFL. He's done. Um, Garrett Rangel. I think this guy kind of torched them too for a little while. But he's now with Virginia Tech, and now it's like everything. Brandon Persley, this guy also played that game, I think. Yeah, and he just threw it. But see, 2 interceptions. Um, yeah, he played well, but the big thing was they actually did something they didn't do and run the ball. Like, not at all this year did they run the ball well. Ollie Gordon was going to be a first round pick if he would have had another good season. However, he didn't. He didn't play well at all last year, and I think that kind of puts it where Oklahoma State was at. I think the locker room was gone last year, so we will see if Oklahoma State can kind of return to prominence. But if not, I think it's Mike Gundy's job. I think I don't want to say that, but I think it is. And I don't think they're gonna be any good at all this year. Thank you. Well, guys, if you want to play a bit more, um, eh, no, sorry, he's not gonna get. But if you want to watch a bit more today, I might play a Fortnite, a little bit of Fortnite, real quick. Um, yeah, might play a little bit of Fortnite. Gonna play probably 2 rounds. We aren't going to win. I can already tell you that, because I don't win this freaking game. One sec. And. Oh my gosh. Alright. Fortnite. What the frick? And then I'm going to probably watch some movies after I'm done here. Play some Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go, go, Pokemon Go. Nearby. Wooloo. Alright. We'll catch you to be my first catch of the day. But other than that, we aren't going to do anything. Did I lose again? Okay, it's still recording. Cool. Okay, bud. You're gonna get caught right now. Right now. There we go. Alright. Let's do this. There we go. Nothing else much around. Trico. Okay. Come on. Come on. Alright, here we go. Sadly, I don't have that much money right now. Well, not that I can just go and use. We're gonna do this. Alright. Oh, of course he did. Of course he did. No way. That's legit. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. I will be right back. Right, guys. I am back. I've actually never played this map. Yeah. I've never played this map. Now that I think about it. No. Where does... Oh, wow. I'm not gonna do this. Nope, not gonna make it. They made this map literally right after I'd stopped playing video games for like 2 years. Oh my gosh. You know what? Play that. Play that. And yeah. I I get that. I'm not always gonna be able. My card should be able to run the bets. It just can cancels a lot. Absolutely love Avatar: The Last Airbender. My favorite show on, I would say on Nick. It was Avatar. I think she. Yeah, I think that'll be worth it. I'm kind of in a bad spot. I can put myself in a garbage spot. Can't put myself in a garbage spot, guys. Ooh, okay. Nope. Ooh. I might have played this. I might have. Wait. Like when they first brought back the OG. They originally did the OG. They might have had this map. Ooh, give me that. Oh, I thought that was something a bit better. Dueled. Okay, well. Bad spot, anyways. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I think we're in a real bad spot. We didn't get much off of any of the jets. And okay, now. Rift. I rift. I rift. Ooh. do it again. Gotta do it again. Nah, alright. Thank you all for watching. Hope you liked the video. Like and subscribe if you did enjoy. When we have shorter videos like that, I think this is something we're gonna do. Just start playing games till about 30 minutes, and whatever happens, happens. Thank you all for watching. Good night, and goodbye.